my Faye, welcome to MaiMoments, the best channel for makeup and hair tutorial and also products review. If this is your first time ever groom or refine your eyebrows, I know the struggle and you're definitely scared. So I'm here to help you step 101. So let's get started. So first of all, everybody have unique shapes of eyebrows. But whenever you look at eyebrows, you can determine their shapes depending on how your hair grow. Unfortunately for me, my eyebrows really jacked up. There's no pattern whatsoever. It's not symmetrical, and some part have hair and some part don't. And that's why I'm gonna show you in detail how I able to groom my eyebrows. First thing that I'm going to need is a thread. It could be any kind of colors depending on what you have at home. I just found the color red, so I'm going to use that. Once you cut out a piece of thread, the next thing that you want to use is a white eyeliners. I happen to have a white eyeliners, but if you have any other colors like this, you can definitely do so. If you don't have it, you can use black, but you just want to create a contrast so it's easier for you to see. I'm going to use a white eyeliners and draw along the red thread, and this is going to help me outline my eyebrows. I'm going to find my highest point of my eyebrows and I'm going to draw right across from the other side, making sure both sides is symmetrical. If you have uneven eyebrows like me, just go ahead and try your best to make sure both sides is even. The second outline would be right underneath the highest point of your eyebrows, and this is going to be considered your midsections. And the last layer will start from the head of the eyebrows and all the way to the tail of the eyebrows. I'm going to use my favorite eyebrows pencil to draw an outline. This is from Daiso and this only costs $1.50. So I'm going to start from the beginning of the eyebrows and draw a pretty curved line or a straight line to the midsections of the eyebrows, and that's where I'm going to curve down and meeting at the end of the third sections. It's best to do an outline before you start plucking. And from the highest point of my eyebrows, I'm going to draw and drag it down to the end of my eyebrows. Starting at the beginning of my eyebrows, technically it will be my midpoint. I'm going to draw an angle and meet the highest point of my eyebrows. Technically, not everybody have the blessing to have amazing eyebrows. So I'm just going to fake it till I make it. I'm also going to try my best to imitate the same shape to the other side. If the result turns out that your eyebrows is kind of uneven, don't worry about it because our eyes is not even first of all. So sometimes whenever you look straight, your eyebrows could be slightly higher than the others even though your eyebrows might be the same. At this point, you definitely want to focus at the outline, making sure both sides is even and not at the missing spot of your eyebrows because you can definitely fill that in. I'm going to use a Q-tip that dip in the makeup remover and trying to take off the white eyeliner because we don't need that anymore. I'm going to use a spoolie because your eyebrows is technically going to brush in 3 different sections. At the beginning part, you want to brush it up, and this is where you want to cut your eyebrows if it's out of the line. For the midsections, it can grow 2 different ways. Either your eyebrow is going to face up or it's actually going to face down. The same method also applies to the end of your eyebrows. It's either going to grow up or going down. Once you brush your eyebrow thoroughly, now it's time to trim off the edge. So if you see any hair that is growing out of the line, carefully trim it off the edge along the outline. Then using a spoolie to brush out any hair that is just freshly cut so you can see a better outline. And once again, we are going to apply the same method to cut along the edge as closely as possible. And apply the same technique on the top part of your eyebrows. If you see any hair that growing out of the line, just go ahead and trim it. You have 2 options at this point. Either you can use a tweezers or a eyebrows razor to take off the excess of the hair. I just found that plucking my eyebrows does last longer and I don't have to redo it into another 2 or 3 weeks. But if I use the razors, then I have to redo it in 1 week. Make sure to only pluck at the outer rims. Everything that within the outline, you have to keep it there and don't touch it. If you decide to pluck it away, the consequences is that it will never grow back or it take a really long time and you have a permanent empty spot. A lot of people make mistake when grooming their eyebrows. You have to trim them with a scissors before you begin plucking away. If you want to rock your unibrows, you don't have to do this, but for me, I'm just going to pluck any hair that does not belong there. Once I'm happy with the shape, I'm going to fill it in using the eyebrows pencil. I like to start in the outer corner first because that's where I barely have any hair, then gradually working toward my mid. Then using a spoolie to brush out any clumps, and this is going to help my eyebrows look more natural. And I want the colors at the beginning of my eyebrows to be thinly, so I'm using a soft stroke as possible. Then once again using a spoolie to brush it out. You want to build up the colors, which means you do have to go in 3 or 4 times in order to make sure the colors is saturated and it will stay if you have an empty eyebrow spot just like me. If you wonder why makeup artists make an absolute amazing eyebrows, here is the trick. Using a oval brushes or a angle brushes, dip in your favorite concealers, and I'm using a tart shape tape to create an outline. Make sure that the stroke is clean and neat, and then blend it all together. And also you want to draw the outline from the top of your eyebrows. I like to start from the highest point and connect it toward the ends. Then I'm going to start from the beginning of my eyebrows to connect to the highest point. The excess of the concealers, I like to brush it up so later I can use my finger to do one swipe to take off the harsh edge. Then using a damp beauty sponge, I like to clean off those harsh edges. Keep blending until those harsh edges disappear. The result should look something like this. I'm going to repeat the same process to the other eyebrows, and it does take a little bit of time to make sure it is even. Don't feel so stressed out if your eyebrows is not perfect. Sometimes we also have a bad day. I hope that you found this tip helpful to prevent you from over plucking your eyebrows and regret later on. There's another tip video waiting for you to click. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for more notifications, and be part of the family. If you have any comments, comment down below because I love to read them. Don't forget to give this video a like, and as always, love yourself, stay motivated, peace out.